talk about drama on YouTube. There's too much drama. There's not enough love and forgiveness and all that nice, unicorns and dancing and sunflowers bursting into bloom. And I want to change all that because I've been hurt. I've been hurt very deeply by somebody who I thought was my friend. And he seems to know the right buttons to push, the right Vegematic buttons to push to make me angry, to make me feel bad about myself. Well, let me tell you, I already feel bad about myself. You can't make me feel any worse.
I decided to head over there once again to my former buddy Vegematic's channel. As some of you know, Vegematic has gone off the deep end. I don't know how many of you saw his just his unleashed tirade on the threat to society named Hambone Littletail.
So my friend, who now says he's my ex-friend, why? Because I did a little video about him that he didn't like? Is he that narcissistic that he can't take a joke? Well, let me tell you, Hambone thinks that I'm jealous of him. Yes, I'm constantly envying people that live in a swamp, shit in a bucket, and complain all day on YouTube that the world is collapsing. We already know this. We already know this. Do we need to be reminded every single day that the world is coming to an end via climate change, nuclear weapons, whatever doomer thing you do? I mean, it's gonna happen, right? So I would like to say this to Mr. Littletail. I am not jealous of you, nor did I ever suck up to you. I foolishly considered you a friend. And of course now I find myself in the esteemed company of somebody like Guy McPherson, who I never even bother watching but that's aside from that. It's YouTube.
You know, Veg has been jealous of me since the day he met me. Been sucking up to me, kissing my ass and all this, and I finally saw what lurking. So he is just flat out having an attack of envy. So I thought I'll let Warren Buffett respond for me to that video. Quote, "It is not greed that drives the world, but envy."
He is jealous of me. Hambone Littletail is totally green with envy at me because deep inside he knows that my videos are way better than his, that I actually sit down, work on them, and edit them. I don't set up a camera in a swamp and say, we're doomed. I do it with class. And I do it for you. Regardless of what Hambone thinks. He is just a ship that farts in the night and passes by and go, oh, God, that smells bad. You know, Hambone was going to cross the border a couple of years back and come into Canada, and he wasn't allowed. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. They let everybody in here. My crack research team actually did some investigating and found out that he was the notorious pervert maple syrup slurper. He would kidnap young girls out of the igloos that they lived in and cover them in maple syrup and do unspeakable things to them. There's that, but I mean, he's not a bad guy really. He's a bit of a narcissist, but he's a lovable narcissist. No, he's not. His videos are excellent. Well, okay. Yes, I tell you, Hambone is green with envy, over my artistic brilliance, because he knows his videos are a flash in the pan. He will not be remembered after he's gone. People will just go, who was that guy? I don't know, it's boring, never mind. And all his videos will amount to nothing. Whereas Vegematic endeavors to create the finest art on YouTube for posterity. That's why Hambone is green with envy of Vegematic. Sure, he has a lot more subscribers. Sure, everybody seems to like him because he's tied into this thing where people that are damaged seem to like the abuse that he continually puts out and are amused by it. I'm not amused by it. I'm disgusted, as you should be. So if you're subscribed to Hambone Littletail's channel, I feel sorry for you. Honestly, leave his channel, come over to my channel. You'll be welcomed with open arms. We've all been sucked in by, you know, these kind of Svengali types over the years. So it's really easy to do that, and I will not hold it against you. Ditch Hambone because he's green with envy. What's he got? What's he got? Nothing. Nothing, I tell you. He shits in a bucket. That should tell you all that you need to know. And he trades real estate. Oh, the great capitalist who has had so much money in his life and then threw it away because he wanted to run a crappy YouTube channel.
Yeah, guys.
And I've noticed now, Hambone is saying, I've got a tribe. Like I ever wanted to attract a tribe. You mean cultists? No, I say never. I say, I am an artist, and he is a con artist. So leave Hambone Littletail. It's just going to make you more depressed about the world. We don't need to be more depressed. We need to be more silly. So if you appreciate silliness and great art, subscribe to the Vegematic channel. And give Hambone a wide berth. I mean, honestly, this guy is not worth your time. Anyway, I don't know who he paid off to get all those subscribers, but he did. And years ago, he actually told me he was jealous of me when I had a video that got like 7,500 views. And then he actually sent me a video of his that had 14,000 views. Like that was going to impress me, and I'm going to go, oh, the great Hambone. And then he claimed that I was his lieutenant. What is that? I never signed up for the Hambone army. I never wanted to be his lieutenant. I was just sucked in like everybody else. There's bound to be strife and problems in the tubular universe because that's what humans do. They argue, they fight, they bitch at each other, they complain. But in the end, none of it really matters. And I really want to thank everybody for leaving the comments, and because it exercises my right brain answering them. Some of them are hard to answer, and some of them are a bit easier, but I appreciate all of them. And I even got a couple of new subs. Let's see, Richard Neville, one of the famous Neville brothers, now subscribes to me. So welcome, Richard Neville. And yeah, your vocals are amazing, man. And I noticed Epi Mew, who I have previously met in various chat rooms. Thanks for finally getting around to checking out the Vegematic channel, and thanks for subscribing. I'm sure I will do my utmost not to disappoint you for subscribing to the unsubscribable Vegematic channel. So my friend Anthony Davis left a comment about my last video where I was complaining that I was never allowed to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and he said, why does it matter? We watch your channel and like it enough. And that touched my heart deeply. one of these sites. I don't know. I don't know where my heart is these days. However, I would still like to accomplish the goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers simply to get over this hump. Now, I realize that YouTube is a really difficult road to hoe unless you bribe people like Hambone Littletail did. I won't go into that. It's a sordid story. And you know, if you're on YouTube for any length of time, you're going to attract some weirdos. It's inevitable. There are weirdos everywhere, and they're strange, and they have conspiracy theories building in their heads, and they try and get you into following, I don't know, the Jesuits or the Carnation Revolution, or, you know, the guy that always, you know. And then you get these people that post like 15 comments. Okay, one or two is really cool. A reply to a comment is really cool. 15 comments and I lose it. I just, I don't know, get a life. What can I say? So another week passes, more horror, more all that stuff. And like, close yourself off to it, go into a corner, ignore all the people that are causing you grief, and just get into that space of flowing with your consciousness and watching Vegematic. You love Vegematic. You want to be like Vegematic. Oh, sorry, I got distracted there. Be well. As my friend says, pat your cats. That's the best advice, is pat your cats. The purring lowers the blood pressure. Cats are awesome most of the time, but they're kind of whiny and they're demanding too. Find it within your heart to love all creatures, big ones, small ones, it doesn't matter. They're all critters and they're all deserving of love, just as you're deserving of love. I love everybody.